I gotta go on the Discord server. I need to take these sunglasses off because I feel like a state trooper. Oh, we need to get something for the chat. I see the chat. Like, I need to load it on my phone.
I can put it on my phone.
Can you look it up? I'm gonna just make
Twitch. Do I follow you on Twitch? Probably not.
I don't know. Why is my Discord closed?
Oh.
Oh wait, I gotta take a picture. Shit. Do a peace sign. Wow. Okay. This is gonna be the coldest start ever.
What's the coldest start ever mean?
Just like it's gonna take me a minute to do all this shit, and I probably shouldn't have hit start stream immediately.
You're not even streaming.
Well, that's concerning. Can you make sure?
Oh, here we are.
Am I streaming? Okay, cool. And we got chat and 0 people watching because I haven't announced anything. We'll go with that. Why am I adding? I need to add to this, and this. Okay. And then Instagram. And then is my Discord open yet? Oh, yes it is. So let's go here. And go. Oh, I usually just copy and paste this. Okay. And then last but not least, I usually do this before I start streaming. How do I write this? Yeah. Okay. Link. And http://
God damn. Shit.
Oh god, that was hilarious. Fowler official. There we go. Okay. There was some.
Oh, hello. I was gonna type it in the chat.
Okay. Okay, everything has been done. What?
Nick's luggage.
Where? Oh, I gotta look at the. Oh shit. A little biased. There we go.
You could have at least done your hair.
This is as done as my hair gets. Okay. So.
Stoned.
So we have. We're in a hotel room, sitting at like a tiny little transparent desk, and
Did I move out of the frame? No.
At first, I was like, dude, I think we're gonna have to do it sitting in bed because I couldn't see the desk. But the reason why I couldn't see the desk is because it's glass and it was transparent. So once I saw that there was a desk there, I was like, oh shit, we got a place to put this computer. Anyway, let's listen. Let's listen to Rayham Thunder content. Are we frozen, or are we frozen on your phone? It still says.
Yeah, but also, shouldn't you have FL Studio instead of that repeated?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Oh, maybe it's my phone.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, if it's your phone or OBS. That's why I opened up OBS. No, I think we're good. All right, false alarm. Nick looks a bit more like Omni-Man than usual today. I don't know what that means, but I think thank you. Okay, let's play this again. Okay, well, before I go any further, the kick drum is distorted in a way that I don't like.
I liked it.
You like the way that the kick drum? To me, it sounded
drum,
unintentionally. I guess Will likes the kick drum, but I don't. Ram said he made the kick drum out of a remote control plane hitting a pole. I mean, yeah, that checks out.
If you think I can hear that, you're crazy.
I said the mic is muted when the track is playing. I like it. I like it melodically. I like the bass line. I don't really like the crunchy drums. I think they're too crunchy. You don't think they're too crunchy? You like how crunchy they are? They kind of give me the crackers that you get at Costco that I buy to put in the hummus.
It's not crunchy, it's crisp.
No, crisps are chips in Britain. I mean, I think that it's a pretty good start to something. I think that the drums could be a bit like tighter and less crunchy. I like the ominous vibe where I feel like I'm in danger for some sort of technical reason or technology threat. A technological threat is upon us. I like the vibe. I just don't like the drums. And then I feel like this whole thing, I didn't feel like the drop actually felt like a drop. I felt like it kind of just was like, and now there's a thicker beat happening. So that's kind of what I think. I think it's very cool vibe, a very cool, some cool sound design, and melodically I like it. But I think production-wise, you gotta switch out those drums.
I need to count how many times you say melodically.
Melodically? Okay, what do you think, Will? While I look up this Twitch stream so I can make sure if you're... Oh, I made this solely using 7 weird samples, no instruments. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's cool, but like... When somebody pulls it up on Spotify, do they get an email with an explanation about it? I mean, you know what I mean? Why are you bundled up, by the way?
It's cold.
I don't know what you're talking about. That AC is barely working.
Maybe we can adjust it in the electrical panel.
So the hotel that I got us was...
mostly finished.
Yeah. It's interesting. It was cheap though, so that's good. Anyway, I think it's cool, Raham. Do you have any other thoughts, Will?
No, so I liked it.
He liked it.
I like the crunchiness.
He likes the crunchiness, so I guess it depends on whose opinion you want to go with. How many MSG? We don't do MSG. MSG is very bad for you. It's high in salt, but it does taste great.
Well, we did get that Chinese bakery stuff. So.
Oh my god, we went to a Chinese bakery in Toronto.
The way you just started that story made it seem like we're doing this as a couple.
Separately, but also we were together, but like we were separate, even though Will paid because I didn't have cash. How is he able to hear it? Hear what? He has headphones in. He's just telepathically listening. He's Bluetooth connected to my computer. Okay, moving on. This was called Chaos Theory. Okay, I like this a lot so far. Will said it has a Seinfeld fell. And I agree. I like it. I think that it's progressing a little slow. I feel like I'm just like, all right, I'm ready for the next part. You know, each time that a new thing happens, it's cool, but then it kind of outlives its welcome eventually. Do you agree?
I agree with that.
Excellent opinion. Fuck's sakes, welcome to my life, by the way. Dropped frames. Oh, we're reconnected. I can't escape the bad Wi-Fi no matter where I go.
Why does this happen to you last time?
No, it's just my studio is notoriously bad for Wi-Fi.
What?
My studio is notoriously bad for Wi-Fi. And anyway. This wouldn't be happening if I paid for a good hotel room.
Who said that?
No, I said it.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. I see kilobits per second happening again. Reconnection successful. Shit, I'm tweaking. I think it's probably about 20 seconds behind, so any second now the streams should catch up. 13:30. Okay. Thank you for providing me with reliable internet, hopefully. Now we just gotta wait until the people on the screen there start moving. Because that's been like that for like the past minute and a half.
Did you pause it?
I don't think so, but maybe. No, I think it's. I think I paused it with the internet. But it says we're connected, so it should come back. Janky to the 5,000th degree. I don't have the Twitch app. Maybe I should get it someday. Save up for it. Is it an Old Spice commercial? Hell yeah.
That could have been bad.
Is it working? Is it working? Let me twerking. Put my thing down, flip it in reverting.
I'm gonna take my internet back.
And the ad is over. Hey, we're back. Okay. All right. That was painful.
Why are you playing ads anyway?
I don't know how to.
Broke?
Dude, I click the same button every week. I don't know anything else. Okay. So we're back to this song. Let me just play it again for a sec. So I think all of the parts in this song are sick, but they're all being played for twice as long as they should be without any sort of variation. Almost every single thing, you could just go and cut every other set of bars out. And I think that, well, I kind of fucked that up, but I think the song would be better for it because there's a lot of cool stuff happening, but there's too much time until the next cool thing happens. How do I undo? It's Control Z apparently. Okay, let's keep going. Sound design's sick. The groove is sick. I like everything about it. I just think that there's not enough variation per unit of time.
Yep.
I also think that there needs to be a melody somewhere. We're just kind of sound designing. There's no real melody at any point. And the drop doesn't necessarily need the melody in it the whole time or anything, but like you had a big long breakdown section. You had room for a melody to exist. So I think that's probably my... I don't know if I can give really great technical feedback with these headphones because I'm not used to listening to mixes on M20s. The production sounds pretty good. I think the next step is shorten up the parts or add enough variation to justify each length and get a melody in there somewhere, especially in the breakdown sections. Everything that's there is sick, though. I think it just needs to be more interesting per unit of time, and it needs a melody. That's it. Anything to add, Will?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, was that exactly verbatim what you were going to say?
Yeah, exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
All right, this one's Whoosh. I think it's Cheese's because he said something about a long build-up. Okay, that's Paul's stretch. Okay, say that. Tell him how you're feeling so far because he can't hear you when the music's playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I feel like I'm a woodland elf entering the new.
The new what?
I don't know. What's the region?
No, I think realm is the word you were thinking of.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Seconds ago.
Will, okay. First of all, Cheese, I think this sounds really good so far, but Will thought that was the air conditioner. What did you think the air conditioner was doing? Transforming into a fucking orb?
I don't know.
Turning into an orb of love and being okay with yourself? It's kind of like Minecraft too. A little bit.
I just immediately thought of making sweet love to somebody for the last time.
For the last time. This is what you...
You know, you're like all sad and shit.
And the camera's like panning it. Panning, and then it crossfades to a different angle, you know? Oh shit. Cheese, honestly, this is very nice. I think that
good, actually.
I think that, you know, we're not laughing at it, we're just laughing adjacent to it. And I don't know, I think maybe a little bit of kind of atmospheric stuff, maybe some sort of background thing that's happening, like a washing machine in the distance, you know, something that has a bit of rhythm, or something that's just
A washing machine rhythm?
dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I see it, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hear it.
Hammered dulcimer, that's not a bad idea too. It kind of sounds like it already kind of has a hammered dulcimer in it, like the... No, that's just like a piano sound, but the piano almost sounds like it's like a... Yeah, anyway. It's very cool. The only real...
Very smooth.
The only feedback I would say is... Sorry, I just can't stop thinking about that now. The only thing I would say is maybe some sort of atmospheric, like I said, rhythmical thing that's maybe chugging along throughout the track, and maybe it's getting louder or getting brighter, or something's changing throughout the track to kind of drive, because the tempo's slow, the progression is slow, and that kind of comes with the territory of this type of song. But you can kind of alleviate some of that. So I don't know. I would play around, see if you can find some sort of like subtle background element that kind of chugs along. Wouldn't have guessed. What didn't you guess? Lab soft piano. Yeah. But it's really nice. I also think that like when you start off with... I'm laughing because Will is like, I think my ear's ringing. I think when you start off with Paul stretch like that, you should have some other elements with it instead of just like a pure Paul stretch output. I don't know, maybe just because I'm a producer snob and I like to... I don't like when I'm like, oh, that's just the output from this tool, you know? But maybe that's a me thing more than it's a you thing. Okay, cool. Let's move on. This one's called E-Rose. Also, I'm sorry, Rayham and whoever made Chaos Theory, that I streamed your tracks in mono. That's the end of the sentence.
Tossing and turning, looking for the reason why I thought it was found within. Wished upon a star, been waiting for a while, chasing after what I wanted. I'm here.
What are you laughing at?
It's not.
Is it unrelated to the song?
Well, no, but I could just... We were talking, and I was just picturing a hammer in the background, like
Hitting what?
like a bamboo house. I don't know.
I'm here.
It sounds like Age of Empires, like
Yes!
they're like building
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem, but I do think that you're right. It does kind of remind me of Age of Empires constructing a building of,
Yeah, there's like-
of sorts. Recorded this with the singer a few weeks ago. I haven't sent it back to her yet. Okay, I was going to ask you if these are original vocals. She got a great voice.
Mm-hmm.
I found the melody was a little wandery. Like for the first part of the track, it kind of felt like it was just kind of moving up and down, and I didn't really feel like there was a motif or something. It was hard for me to hear the motif in it. I know that that's not super helpful feedback because they sound great. Like, I mean, the mix on them and the recording sounds great.
Star, been waiting for a
While the harmony, I don't know. I feel like that's not the right note.
waiting for a while.
The while, you hear what I mean?
Waiting for a while.
I don't know. I think the interval is the same between the harmony and the melody as it's going through that, and it kind of sounds like almost like a guitar pedal, like a harmonizer pedal or something like that. I keep hitting I keep calling it a mic. I've never called it a mic. Anyway, let's keep going.
I'm here again. Lucid dreams keep telling me don't run away from the wider world. The signs I see call out again to come back to me.
I have an idea for this drop section. The chord change, I would push it like a eighth note. Yeah, an eighth note before the downbeat of the next bar. Push it so it changes. I mean, it's not it's not like a mind-boggling technique, but I think waiting for the downbeat. I think pushing it an eighth note would be better. I don't know how else to explain it. So that's that. I keep wanting it to be that that push. I keep wanting it and it doesn't happen. Do you have something to say, or are you clearing your throat?
I was enjoying it, and then you turned it off.
I'm so sorry. I think it's the chord progression that's bothering me. The very last chord. I don't like the chord it goes to at the last. It feels like it's almost like it resolves before the one of the next measure or something. It's the very last chord that's bothering me. And then the Age of Empires comes back. Yeah, I think it's more so the chords that's bothering me rather than the melody on the vocal. The way it resolves just sounds like it's resolving too early. So maybe experiment. I mean, if you love it the way the chord progression is, that's fine. But I would, if you're kind of on the fence about it, maybe experiment changing that last chord to build tension that then resolves into the one of the next measure. Besides that, sounds cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
You like that one? That does sound that synth sound and the way it's being played is like a type of music that you like. Okay, this one's called Sparky Go All Night. Wow. Go all night while listening to Swiss Cheese's track. There's a throwback joke. Okay. Okay, so this is classic Sparky funk. It's very good, very funky, but it's also kind of classic Sparky does a drop, but not really a whole lot changes during the drop. So I feel like when we get to the drop, it doesn't really pay off. It's just kind of slightly different than the build that happened before it. I think you're gonna have to figure out a way of kind of delivering a bit more.
Kick from when you started that.
Oh. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's too similar to what came before it. Like it is a step up, and it sounds good, but it's not enough of a step up for me to be like, oh my god, this is the drop, you know? Okay, let's
Is that
keep
what
going.
you say when you hear a drop?
Yeah, I say, oh my god, this is the drop. I identify a drop every single time I ever hear a drop. I say, oh my god, this is the drop. But only when I'm in public, not when I'm indoors.
Keep on to the sunlight. You know me, I could go all night. Make you feel
Like, I almost feel like if you took away the top drums or something and maybe added some sort of stab or just to be like, this is the drop, motherfucker.
keep on to the sunlight. You know me, I could go all night, all night.
I feel like the song has everything, but except just doesn't really have a drop. I think that's how I'm feeling. Everything that's here is sick, but it just doesn't have that like payoff. Oh my god, this is the drop.
Onto the sunlight. You know me, I could go all night, all night. Make you feel alright. You know me, I could
And maybe before the drop, during the build-up, you could switch up kind of the chord progression, because I feel like we just constantly have that same dun 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 dun, like those same three chords the entire song. So maybe if it built a little tension by hanging onto the tonic or doing as a variation that builds some tension, and then that tension gets relieved during the drop by going back to the bass line that we know and love from listening to the first part.
go the sunlight.
I wonder what it would be like if during the drop the piano did the chord progression, but the bass line stayed on the tonic, or doing the octave thing. Maybe that would build some tension. I don't know. I would try some stuff. I like everything that's here, but I don't really hear a big drop. And now this isn't a dubstep song. It's not a. It doesn't need a massive drop, but it still kind of needs a payoff, because if you're gonna build this up, we gotta get a payoff for it.
You know me, I could go all night, all night.
Was that the end of the all night?
I don't know how many seconds did it last.
Well, the song lasted 2.5 minutes, so does that check out? Pushing it. I think the guitar riff should be a little bit more prominent. Yeah, I think so too. And I think that like a lot of great elements are in here, but maybe they could be used in slightly different contexts. Maybe that guitar part could be used in the build-up, and then it could be simplified down on the drop to just kind of like drums and bass, and then the guitar comes back. But you're right, it's more up front and less of a background sound. Overall, I think it's really funky. It's enjoyable to listen to, but I just wanted to feel like the drop happened a bit harder. Any thoughts, Will?
I don't know what an insect year is.
A what? 2.5 equals all night in insect years. So it's not just the size that matches. That was a good joke. Okay, this one's called No Cult Harbinger. Isn't that somebody who brings bad things? A harbinger?
Yes.
Ever tell us the horror and pain of being buried alive? When will the knives and spears of lost civilizations ever give up their past to us? Their history of blood and terror?
Will said he already loves this.
crown. Sundown cigarette out the window of the Rover. Drop out, that bitch bomb, drop out, that bitch bomb, drop out.
This is the musical version of our Lyft drivers driving.
This is really good.
It's cool.
I think the only real feedback I have so far is that this kind of riser sound that's happening in the second half of the drop to get us ready for the breakdown is very, very, very in the background. I would probably have the riser be a more prominent part because the rest of the drop is kind of the same as the first half. So yeah, I know there's some variation on it, but having that riser come in and be kind of like the main focal point of that will really get us kind of hyped for the next part of the song, I think. So I think pushing it up in volume and maybe adding more to it as a riser.
That the drum beat at the start sounds like a Mad Max drum beat.
Mad Max, like from the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of apocalyptic. Okay, cool. Harbinger.
Drop out, that bitch bomb, knock out from the ground with a big crown. Sundown cigarette out the window of the Rover. Drop out, that bitch bomb, knock out from the ground with a big crown. Sundown cigarette out the window of the Rover.
At this point, I mean, the drop sounds sick, so I'm not really upset about listening to it for longer, but it just this kind of feels copy and paste. It doesn't really feel like we've made much progress as we're moving towards the end of the song. I really it's a good example of how to make one cohesive phrase out of numerous synth sounds, because it sounds like there's, let's see. There's at least 3 different bass sounds that sound quite different from each other, but they all sound like they're saying something to me. Like it's making a sentence out of words, so I think that's really well done.
Is there something which lurks in the shadows, waiting for us?
I think it's sick, dude. I would probably just be a little mindful of the fact that halfway through your drops, things just start to get a bit stagnant. And I think that's it. It's really, I think it's really good. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
All right, TJ Matthew. Hold on. That's not the start of the song. That is. I was pretty into it the whole time, except when the Kong kick came in. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's fine. I'm not particularly fond of that style of kick drum. It's not really my style of music, so maybe that's playing into it. But I just found it. I was excited to kind of hear like this with just maybe a slight variation. And that's. I think the track might be better if it doesn't stray as far away from this as possible. It's more about how can we change this first drop without changing the kick drum to give it a bit of variation. But I really like it so far. I did when the square wave arpeggio came in. It was like almost too cheesy, I think, for me. But then I kind of remember, I was like, that's maybe too cheesy. But then I'm like, well, this style of music kind of calls for that. Maybe try it as a sawtooth instead of a square wave. I don't know. That might just be me not being into that style of music that much. But let's listen to the end of it. I mean, I think it's a pretty solid track. To me, it sounds like something. It does sound like something they play at a car show.
Or like Mother Russia Light.
Mother Russia, but kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I feel like I can't really say for sure.
It does feel car showy, doesn't it?
It does feel like a car show, right? I can't quite tell because again, I'm not used to like listening on headphones like this. I feel like it might be able to be pushed a little harder in the master, but I don't want to really necessarily give you that advice without being able to listen on a set of speakers that I know. So, I don't know. Yeah, my two thoughts are the square wave arpeggio thing might be better as a square wave, and maybe
More
don't.
Kong.
You want more Kong.
More.
You want more. So you want the first drop to have the Kong drum.
And then some.
Some more Kongy. Okay.
Some more
All right.
what?
Kongy? Like Kongy? Kongish? Make it more Kongish.
Kongy Kong?
Kongy Kong Country 2. Okay. That's what I think. All right, let's check out 7. This looks loud as fuck. My eyes did not deceive.
Oh.
Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit here for our sake.
God.
Revenge of the Nerds. Son of a bitch.
It's pretty cool. This guy's from St. John, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everything is good, so he doesn't beat you up. The song's great. What feedback, no notes.
No feedback, no notes. Don't beat me up. Is that okay? I think that I think it's a little loud. I understand the drop section being loud like that, but the part before the drop section absolutely obliterating our ears, kind of in like the high end and the high mids and stuff.
But what if the song is one that takes place like mid playlist? So if you're like getting tired while you're sleeping or while you're driving.
Yeah, well, that now it's kind of a medically prescribed thing at that point. I don't think it's like a recreational.
Pays for it.
It's not a recreational song. It's a medical song. Yeah, I think the intro doesn't need to be rail to rail, absolutely hammered like that. Like the drop can probably be as loud as you got it because it's an absolute filthy drop. But the intro, I think, is just needlessly loud. And besides that, I think the sound design's sick. It's very heavy, and it makes me want to put my head through a window, which is not a good thing. Okay.
I liked it.
I liked it too. The intro just scared me. Okay, Multifox Midnight F minor 140.
Does that, like, whatever that sound is, does it make you blink every time you hear it? Because I can't help but blink every time it hits.
I don't think I blinked once. I actually have a problem with not blinking. It's a medical thing, but maybe. Okay.
It's also very loud, so.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's Will's way of saying that he thinks the clap sound is too loud.
I didn't dislike it. I was just
Okay.
having
I
a
think it
physical
could.
reaction to it.
I think it could come down a little bit. I think it could come down like maybe 2 or 3 decibels. Okay, I like the chord progression, but that last da has to go da da. It has to go down to the. I think it's the major third. Da. It sounds like it wants to resolve to the major. I think it's the major third, but I have a headache, so that's my excuse for not knowing music. Da da. Okay, I think that this clap is probably the correct volume for even the intro, like that loudness. I mean, I wasn't expecting that drop. That's fine, but the Doom style. Did you ever play Doom?
Yeah.
Does that not remind you of like the Doom music?
I don't know. Your brain.
Okay, I think it's.
You don't
maybe,
like it?
I think it's maybe a little loud. I think I might just be saying I think it's a little loud to compromise. I don't think I like it. I think that
It almost needs to stay more aggressive.
yeah, to me it sounds like you're fitting us. Somebody said a sound font, which is exactly what it sounds like to me. But I think it's actually sound design, but it's like a synth and it's creative. But it sounds to me like the Doom guitar sound from like the original Doom game. And it just feels a bit out of place to be mixed with like the synth sounds and stuff to me. Like it sticks out as like, oh, what is he doing here? You know, like that's kind of that's the feeling I got. Oh shit, I deleted. This musical part would be so good if it goes, you can play it exactly how it is, but the fourth chord, da da, step that down. That'll relieve that tension that it's building. Like every other sound in the song kind of jives together, but then this like doom guitar
yeah.
is just kind of out of left field a bit. Okay. I like that part the best out of the song. I like the melodic section. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you're going to be blown away if you go and take that one note and you shift it down one semitone on the fourth chord. That's my biggest thing. And then the doom guitar thing, maybe swap it out for something that fits better. Anything else?
No. Overall, it's good. I liked it.
Cool. All right. This one's called Atrix Burnout Whip 12 or something.
Give me the Sega.
Oh my god, that does remind... Yeah, Sega.
Like...
This is really cool, but I think the snare needs to be much louder. Are you a fan of Tennyson? I keep looking at the chat as if that's where they are, but they're here. Are you a fan of Tennyson? Because this sounds like Tennyson in a good way. Dude, look them up. I'm gonna spell it. I'm gonna use Will's phone to spell it. You're gonna love this. What were you gonna say, Will?
Oh, just based on that section there, I would have favored it to listen it again.
What do you mean?
Listen to it again.
This? It sounds like an alien going grocery shopping while on mushrooms.
I like it.
At this point, he's unintentionally stealing the groceries because he just forgot that he had to pay, and now they're chasing him, and he's running with the shopping cart.
But he's an alien. Did he know he had to pay?
Yeah, because he's not an alien on Earth. He's an alien on an alien planet at an alien grocery store buying alien groceries.
So he's not really
on alien mushrooms.
Right, but to everyone around him, he's not an alien. He's just a local.
Exactly. He's yeah. We would be the alien in that situation. But at this point, the cashier is like, "Hey, you didn't pay."
Somehow it sounds like fast forwarding and rewinding at the same time.
What would that be like? Fast forwarding while rewinding.
This is faster in reverse. I don't.
No, because fast forward implies that we're moving forward.
Right.
I think this song is sick so far. I mean, my only real suggestion is that the kind of the hip hop snare, the kind of dirty, dusty snare, just doesn't have enough snap to punctuate the track, if you know what I mean. Like, you got a pretty snappy kick. Maybe it's not that snare. That snare... It's specifically this one. And I know that this is kind of like a build-up section. It's not necessarily meant to really hit hard, because that's what the next section is for. But I still think that that snare, the sound of it's cool, but it doesn't have enough snap to the start of it. Pretty much. Most is granular sampling. I guess granular sampling is kind of like fast-forwarding and reversing at the same time. Okay, cool. That was wicked. Thank you. Okay, last few ones. This one's called Project 6 by Verbatim.
Talk smooth, low effort. Look at me, that's pressure. Out of chase, no extras. On your knees, talk smooth, low effort. Look at me, that's pressure. Out of chase, no extras. On your knees. Say yes, sir.
This is cool. I think overall the whole thing could. I know that you're probably it's a whip or whatever, but I think the whole thing could go harder in the master, because the track just kind of, it doesn't have that glue that sticks this type of music together by having a really aggressive kind of master limiter squeezing everything. I had another thought. What was it?
Say yes, sir.
Oh, your main dirty synth sound there right off the top. That one, it's kind of it's sounding the same for too long. I almost envision like or like
I was trying so hard not to laugh.
but like it kind of it's not a bad sound, but it doesn't have enough like kind of interestingness to it. Intrigue, would you say? Is that how you say that properly?
Appeal?
Appeal is like whether somebody likes it or not. I'm talking about like there's not enough going on to hold my attention to play that many notes in a row, just kind of fully sustained. So I almost hear kind of like some sort of like phasey kind of at certain parts to change it up or something. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool start. It definitely, I think this style of music needs that master bus to really shine through. I don't know if I have any. I don't even know what plugins I have on this computer. Oh, I do have those on. Let's just see if we just like... Wow, it's so small. That's what she said. There we go. Hey, it's a grower. Okay. Yeah, like just doing that all just already makes it sound way better. So like this, I wouldn't necessarily just straight up do what I did here, but just getting it mastered louder is definitely going to make that style of music hit harder, because it just needs that glue in the master bus. Cool. All right. This one is Laufey from the Start Aiden Dodge Screamo cover. I don't know if I'm ready to hear Aiden Dodge do Screamo.
Wait, is it how loud is it?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet.
I mean the volume.
It's not the same volume that it has been. What about the... Oh, sorry, verbatim. What about the vocals at the end? Sorry, let me just check that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Will suddenly remembered that. Oh, yes. Oh, drink. Dude, I have such a headache right now. I think it's from the sun because I've been trying to drink water because I think I'm dehydrated. Do you mean, like, what do I think about the vocals at the end in terms of the mix and how they're playing with the rest of the song? Because I think it's fine. I think it works fine. Did you find drugs? Ibuprofen.
It's from Timu.
Thank you. Am I gonna be able to turn my head left?
It's just all of them in one.
Okay, there's a mysterious white pill in here.
Don't worry about it. Did you take it?
No.
Then I don't think you have to be concerned.
I'm just curious more than anything. To answer your question, do they fit and is there too much? I didn't think so. I thought it fit in all right. It didn't stick out to me. Nah, dude, I think it sounds good in there. They don't sound like they're kind of the main focus of the song. They sound kind of like a background element, but I don't know. That to me, that didn't stick out to me as a problem. I think try to get the sound design just a little bit more interesting in that first drop section with the synth I was talking about. Like at some point, I think it should change up before it actually does. And then the other thing too, when you go to kind of the tighter sound design here, when it goes do 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 and then da, it's such a big change between those two sounds. It kind of stuck out to me. I don't necessarily know. Maybe with some mastering, it wouldn't be such a big jump. But it was kind of like it's kind of chill when it's going doom doo doo doom doom, and then we get to like a blah hit. Anyway, that's what I think. Okay.
Did you turn off that other thing you turned on?
The mastering, yes, but you're definitely not. You're definitely not out of place asking. Okay, let's listen to this one.
Don't you notice how?
I lost my water in my pill. Holy fuck. Dude. Oh my god. I spit out my water and my ibuprofen. Holy shit. Okay. Okay.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare!
Oh, dude, I really think that this is a shit post. And if it isn't, I think you should seriously reconsider. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to the rest of that. I can't. But thank you for making me spit out my drugs that I was hopefully gonna have a headache not anymore because of. That probably could have been worded better. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, the last one of the day. Oh my god, it looks like a real fucking brick. New metal track idea by Ice Kayab. That's very accurate.
What's a shit post?
A shit post is somebody who makes something bad on purpose.
Okay, because I couldn't control that laughter.
No, I know.
It felt really bad.
No, dude, that's no. Aiden Dodge can actually sing quite well, but not in that style. Okay, here we go. I didn't like that chord change. I really liked the chord progression, but that last one kind of just felt off to me. It didn't really tell many new parts of the story. Man, my words today. Again, I don't like that chord change. Da, da, da. It sounds like we're about to go off on a different journey, and then we return to the original journey. Yeah, I like what the lead guitar is playing, but it goes quite sharp. That's kind of halfway between two notes. But I like this middle part so far. I would reconsider that chord change. It sounds off to me. I really like the chord progression, except that do you hear what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When it goes to that other chord, you're just like, what? Oh, I thought I was following. Yeah, I really like it. I think you could just kind of repeat the same chord progression twice and maybe change it slightly, maybe different voicing or walk up chord to the next repetition, to the next measure. But I don't know, that chord is weird. Reminds me of Tarkov back when I had the music enabled for the first time I ever played it and then disabled it immediately. Yeah. Doesn't it kind of sound like the same guitar style riff? Like. Yeah, I honestly think if you just repeated the chord progression twice instead of added that variation in, it would be better. And then the lead guitar, I think you should re-record because it's just not hitting the notes quite right. Some of the notes, I think the bends aren't quite bending enough, or they're bending too much. It's just not landing on the right notes. Any thoughts, Will?
Nope.
Okay, well, we did it. We got through all the songs. I only spit out 1 mouthful of water and 1 ibuprofen. So I consider that a win. Thank you for this. Thank you for hanging out with me, Will. And thank you for listening to music.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you guys for hanging out with me in this impromptu, somewhat hotel room.
I found out that I like shitposts.
You like shitposts? You
Yeah.
like the 8-in-1?
Yeah.
Do you want me to send it to you?
No. Just save it for special occasions.
All right, we're in Toronto right now, and we are going to St. Catharines tomorrow morning for a couple days to record content for my product that I sell.
OnlyFans.
For my OnlyFans. yeah.
Content.
Where I sell my product, The Knock Detective. So anyway, you guys have a good weekend. I love you all, and goodbye.